So the purpose of this training is to show you how to set up a sales search in your website. We call them search blogs. And then send that into LionDesk, into the CRM, and start a recurring email campaign to your customer. Start it to and send it to them. And then we're going to fast forward to that customer who you've been working with on the sales side, and we're going to move to a closed escrow campaign with them to show sending them basically closed listings in their neighborhood as a market update on a monthly basis. So, and then we'll show how to set that up in LionDesk as well. So we're going to show how to set up the blog search or the search blog in your site, take it into LionDesk, then set up a closed search, take it into LionDesk, and send it as a market update. That's the intention of this training call. So we're going to use a website called Search Chandler Homes, and your site's very similar in the functionality as this system, because it's all the same system. So I'm going to log into my admin area, and I'm going to start by opening up. I'm going to mouse over posts. I'm going to go to add new post, and I'm going to title it. So this one I'm going to do 5 bedroom in Gilbert, AZ, with a pool and 3-car garage. And we'll just leave it at that for now. So 5-bedroom homes in Gilbert with a pool and 3-car garage under 500,000. We'll say it that way. So we'll have a price cap on it. So I'm just going to take this content. I'm going to copy down here, and I'm going to drop it on my page just so you guys can see where the content goes and what it looks like when I publish this. So again, this blog post is designed to go to my customer at the same time. If your website's connected through Buffer, when you click the publish button, you're going to publish this blog post out to your social media also. Anything that you have plugged in to go into your main social media accounts of Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and Google+. Plus it gets dropped into Google, into the search engine for other people to find. So somewhere down the road, somebody may do a search for 5-bedroom homes in Gilbert under 500,000, and you have an opportunity to get found for that. So it's an opportunity to get business from the work you're doing by building this search for a specific customer. So I have my content in here. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click this blue button with a house, and I open up my home search tool, and you notice residential, rentals, land and lots, active listings or closed listings. I can quickly draw a map if I wanted to. So I can, I'm going to do a quick polygon. So I click this shape tool, and I just left click, move my mouse, left click. It's not dragging, I'm just clicking and moving my mouse. I come over here, I can zoom it in, and then I can come down here and remember map position. So if that's the polygon of where I wanted to send somebody, homes inside, that's how it is. Let's say I wanted to add another polygon. It's very simple. I just draw another one and drop it on. Let's say I wanted to do one more. So now I've covered, a major portion of this area with polygons. So the only homes that I'm going to show for sale are what's inside this polygon. But we're not going to do that. We're going to do this a different way. So I'm going to open up my tool again, and I'm going to get rid of the map. So I'm basically clicking on that link, and I'm going to put in the city of Gilbert, and we set a max price of 500,000, bedrooms a minimum of 5, 3-car garage. So I'm going to put in garage spaces of 5, and then I said pool. So I'm going to click into additional criteria again. I'm going to scroll down to pools right there. I'm going to add it. And then over here, I'm going to click into options. And then I'm going to, for this, I'm going to click all pools and then get rid of no pool. So I'm asking for anything that's related to a pool that a real estate agent might have put in. That's all going to go into my search. So I'm ready to put this onto my website. I've covered everything that I said I was going to cover, 3-bedroom pool, 3-car garage, under 3. So I'm ready to go. So I'm going to scroll down a little bit further into my, to where I can click to insert this blog post. So here's the code that makes the listings from the MLS show up on my website. The technical term is it's short code, but you don't have to be, you don't have to really concern yourself with it because you're not, and we don't want you to learn code, but very simply, city, Gilbert, list price under 500,000, bedrooms 5 or more, garage spaces 5. Okay, so I can see I have a typo because I wanted to do 3. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to edit this. So I just highlight all my content. I click my tool again. And I go back down to garage spaces and I just change that to 3. I slide down and I save it. And the next thing I need to do, this is a blog post that I'm going to publish. I may want to check it to see if I have any results. So I come up here to preview. And when I click preview, I get a temporary page and it's now pulling in one. So the first page is 15 results, one of 15 of 69 homes. So you could say, I have a pretty good list of homes here. That's what this looks like. There they can paginate to the next round of, the next pages. But as an agent, you may say, well, that's too many. So what you would do in your normal MLS is you'd go back in and you'd edit that a little bit. So I'm gonna highlight this. I'm gonna go back into my tool and I'm gonna drop to 400,000 because I want to get this so it's a manageable list for my customer. Drop it in and I'm gonna re-preview it. So when I click that, it gives me, it actually refreshes the page. So now I'm down to 29 results. I think that's a pretty good list to send the customer. So there they are, all on the map. I know that one more thing that I could actually do is I'm going to highlight this. I'm going to come back down into my tool, but now I'm going to go into display options. And I can send up to 50 in a particular, on a particular page. So I'm going to expand this to 50 so there's nothing paginated, and I can just send it directly like that. So they don't have to look around on the next page. It's all in one page to them. So now I have one of 29 results, and they're all listed there. So I'm going to say this is something that I want to send my customer. So I go back into my blog post, and then I come over to this blue button that's got the envelope. And when I mouse over it, it says email page using CRM. So I'm going to click this. Oh, so this is a good reminder. I'm not ready to send this because it's not published yet. All I did was preview it. So to publish this, I have to add it to a category. And for now, I'm just going to, I'm going to add a new category. I don't think I have a category in here called, actually, I'm not sure if I do or not. So you could add a category by clicking add category. You type in your category, then you click add new category. I'm not actually going to do that because I have plenty of categories. I'm just going to drop this into AZ Gilbert. You may be wondering what are categories. So categories are basically files in a filing cabinet. So every blog post is going to be a particular subject matter. So you may do, like, this is a city search. You may think this is a lifestyle search. You're going to develop your own strategy or process for how you're going to name your categories. Could be city search, could be subdivision search, could be area search, map search, but you'll develop some type of a consistent naming convention for what you're going to put your blog posts in. If you don't name them, they actually go into something called uncategorized, and not bad, but it's not really you want to put them into a category so that at some point you may want to display all of your searches in categories on your website for ease of navigation for somebody actually looking. In the beginning, it's not really that big of a deal. But I'm going to assign this to a category called AZ Gilbert because I'm in the city of Gilbert, and now I'm going to publish this. So we'll give it a second to do its thing to publish it. And I've already looked at it, so I don't need to worry about it. Now I want to go drop this into my CRM and send it to my customer. So we give you this interim page. This is prepping your email to go into the CRM. And the CRM that we're partnered up with is LionDesk. And from here, if I click this drop down, you'll notice I have a buyer template, a closed escrow template, a home valuation template, and a potential seller template. So this person's going to be a buyer. So we give you 3 of these templates already put together on a very brief nature. They look kind of like this. So here's your monthly market update. This would be for a closed escrow. I'm sending this to a buyer. So I'm actually kind of playing with this content right now as something that I want to send to my customer on a daily basis. But this is going to go, I'm going to say from Dale in Gilbert. And I'm just going to click here to open email in CRM. And if I'm logged in, the system will go right to this page. Hang on one second. Let me just. Well, so much for our recording today. Anyway, so if I'm already signed in, it'll drop me right onto this page where I'm ready to start sending it out. So from here, I'm going to send this to somebody. Let's say I met at the open house, or I just met at the grocery store, or the gym, or the church, or I got it referred from a friend or a relative, wherever that lead's coming from. Let's say it's coming off of Zillow, or it's coming off of some other lead source. The idea is you may or may not have them in your contact list already. If you have them in here, you can just start typing and your list will show up, okay? I'm going to show you guys what it looks like for a new contact. So from here, I'm going to click new, and I'm going to say Dale Demo 1. That's my name. And I'm going to put in here Dale Demo 1 at iFoundAgent. And my mobile phone number is 480-226-3020. And I'm going to save new contact. So I'm ready to roll here. There's my email that's going to go to Dale Demo. And I'm going to scroll down. This all looks good to me. There's my signature and recurring. So this signature, really quick, this is coming from inside LionDesk. The stuff that we sent over was this content, and this link here. And I'm actually going to copy this link for a reason. I'll show you that in a second. So now I want to set this up for a recurring campaign. So some of you may be thinking of drip campaigns. This is actually a recurring email campaign that I'm going to send to a buyer to cultivate, that I'm cultivating. So I click recurring. I'm going to start this today. I'm going to send it out at 10:30. We tell all of our customers, all of our clients, send it out mid-morning after 9 o'clock at least, so that it doesn't get deleted by your customer you're sending it to. And you want to tell them, hey, Mr. Buyer or Mrs. Buyer, I'm going to send you what I do with all of my customers. I send out emails around 10:30 in the morning so that you get them before your lunch hour if you're going to take a break and search through the list, and so that it doesn't get accidentally deleted in the morning rush. So that's what I say, and I'm going to send it to you every day. So I'm going to repeat every day, and I'm going to end this after 150 occurrences, which for those of you who are with me on the call, that's a 5-month period of time. So I'm now going to send this email out for 150 days in a row. And really the conversation is, when you get the link from me, all you have to do is click it from your phone, your tablet, your desktop, laptop, and it'll take you right to the search on my website that I created for you. And from there, you'll be able to search for homes. If you look at the very top of the list, you'll see all the latest listings or latest updated listings. They all get filtered to the top. So I'm not really going to pester myself for 5 months. I'm going to send this twice, and then it'll stop. So the last thing I have to do, just because of the way things work, it's kind of like it's kind of like categories in WordPress. You have to save this in a folder. So I'm going to schedule email, and boom, the email's gone out. So it'll be going out shortly. So next I'm going to go into my contact list, and there's my new contact. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to click text. So I'm going to actually go into my contact records so you guys can see what happens. But I want to send a text. So I just click text, and I'm going to say, hey, here's the home search. So that's why I copied it, because I just want to send it. And I'm going to send it now. So it's now coming to me on my phone. And I just got it on my phone. So what I'm going to do is respond back, hello demo. And I'm emailing, or I'm sending that back as a text. And if you notice, there it is. It just showed up back inside my account from my cell phone. So I saw it on my phone as the customer, and I responded back, and it came back into here. Okay. So that's how that works. So just a quick demo of that. And it's also over here in the contact activity. I'm going to reload this. So now you can see there's the contact that I created. There's the text I sent. There's my email that I sent. And then there's the response from the email or the text that the customer sent me. So all tracked inside here. You also see that it tracks website activity. So if this person now becomes an active registered user on my website because of what I start doing, and they register, all of that'll get dumped back into their account, and then I'll start to be able to see website activity of them when they're on my website snooping around. Okay, so that's how that works. Now, let's go back, and now I'm going to fast forward a few months, and this person is now, they've closed escrow. So the next thing I want to do is I want to set up a search for them, and hold 1 second. I'm just going to pick a subdivision. I'm going to just use Coronado Ranch. Let's say for the purposes of this demo, this person bought a home in Coronado Ranch. So I go back into my website. I'm going to go back into add new post, and I'm going to say recent homes sold in Coronado Ranch in Chandler. Oh, sorry, that'd be Gilbert. In the past 30 days. In the past 30 days. So I'm going to do this. Again, I'm going to drop my content down here just to hold a place for it. Going to go back into my IDX tool right there. I click it. And I'm going to sold listings. So I uncheck active and I check closed. I don't need the map. I'm just going to do Gilbert, Coronado Ranch. I'm going to go down to close date, add it, and I'm just going to type very simply 1 month ago, right after. So I'm looking for homes after 1 month ago. So the system's going to go back every 30 days. Anytime someone clicks on this link, it's going to go back one month ago and pull in all the closed listings that are in the system at that point in time. So it's a rolling, constantly updated list. So I'm going to drop this in. And again, the code, you'll see I'm looking in listing status closed, subdivision Coronado Ranch, City of Gilbert, 1 month ago. So, it could be I want to go 2 months ago or 3 months ago. You'll know the frequency that you want to update this list based on the area, the subdivision, the neighborhood that your client lives in. So it's not set in stone what you do. It really depends on what you want to send your customer, because not everybody's going to be appropriate for a monthly email. Perhaps you may want to do quarterly updates. So it'll be your and some people will be on quarterlies, and some people will be on monthlies, and some people may be on an annual. Hey, here's what's sold. Let's say you have a $10 million property you're emailing somebody about. That might be an annual, look. So I'm going to assign this to a category again. I'm just going to publish this. I don't need to preview it, but I'm going to publish it. I rarely preview. I just was showing you what the preview did. I've published thousands of these now, so I just fix them on the fly if I don't get the results that I want. So I'm going to open it up and I'm going to look at it. So I have 7 homes in Coronado Ranch that have sold in the last 30 days. So my question to you as real estate agents, is this a sufficient search for some homes sold in a neighborhood to send your customer? And if it is, great. If not, you'd want to tweak it and develop something to send off to them. So I'm going to say this is definitely something I want to send. So, we're looking at 285, 269, 217. These are comps in the neighborhood for this person. You could actually draw a map if you wanted around the subdivision area to go outside the subdivision. So there is that possibility too, where you can go in and draw the map instead of just the subdivision. And in other cases, the subdivision's perfect because you have plenty of homes that are sold in that subdivision, to do your comparables for the appraisal or giving somebody a good estimate of what their home's worth. So I'm going to say this is good to send to my customer. I now click into email page using your CRM. And this time I'm going to change to closed escrow. Here's your monthly market update from Dale Stauffer for Coronado Ranch. And I'm going to send this into the CRM. And I know that Dale Demo is somebody I just set up because I've been working with him for a couple of months to send him this house. So there it is. From here, man, my phone is just ringing. So from here, I'm ready to send this to my customer. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click recurring. And this one I'm going to change to every 30 days. And I'm going to change this to 120. So just like it says, 120 occurrences. So often I ask the question, how long of a period of time is this? And a lot of people will respond with, well, that's 4 months because they're dividing 30 into 120. But it's actually every month for 120 times. So hopefully that tells you that's 10 years. So I'm actually setting this up for a 10-year campaign. So the power of this process is I'm now setting myself up to send my customer a link to sold homes in their neighborhood on a monthly basis, automatically, without fail, a link to let them look at what's closed around their home for the next 10 years. That should get you, the statistics from NAR and some of the other studies out there for real estate, doing this process for all of your contacts, all of your leads, all of your past clients, your sphere of influence, leads to 7, 8, 10, 15 deals a year just by that disciplined client follow-up. So that's the idea. So I'm going to start this today, send it out again at 10:30 because my customer's already used to hearing from me at 10:30. Like that's my trademark with them. So I'm actually not going to really send this out. I'm going to just send it out once. I'm going to send it out one time. That way it goes. And I got to pick a folder, so it won't let you do it. So I'm going to do close client drip, and I'm going to send this out. So it's done. So in that process, how long did it really take me to set up this search? About 2 minutes is my calculation. And then setting up this part of the process, this was another minute, maybe minute and a half. I've done a lot of them, so I'm pretty good at it. But the whole process, start to finish, really only takes, max of 5 minutes. And then on the closing side, the person's already in here, so all I have to do is find them, come down, click, 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 and I'm done. That's the idea. It's supposed to be quick and nothing overly fancy. And the whole idea is designed to drive people back to my website while putting content on my website, which helps me in the search engines. It distributes out to my social media, so it's now helping me market. And this gets dropped into Google for somebody else to find. So depending on how much of this I do, I have a real marketing system in place to communicate with my customers, drive them back, and do my social media marketing. At a minimum, this will help me with my social media marketing and get me some rankings in Google for the areas that I do business in. Can I do this? Some of the questions we ask, can I do this? Actually, I'm going to stop here